Hello everyone and welcome back to Great Houses of Calderia, here for the second and kind of final look in this little mini-series I've been doing. The game releases tomorrow on Steam and is currently in its demo version for the Strategy Steam Fest, and I thought it would be good to give this another little look before it comes out fully. And we're doing okay, we're making some good progress. We're now onto the fundamentals of feudalism, so we need to start thinking about military, kind of companions, military, and also growing our fief. We're doing okay. We've probably got a little bit to go yet before we're actually ready to get to 12 population, although we are growing. Okay, we're actually growing less per day, so that's something we could probably change. Even though we do have people on farmers, we don't have anyone in the overseer slot. I don't actually want you in the keep. I want you in the farmer slot, and I hope that's going to improve our growth going forward. It may not do though, because Xenon is not a great overseer. Maybe Barnabo would be better in here instead. One growth reduction per worker. Why is that? That's to do with happiness. If I put Barnabo in here, that makes them happy again, and that should hopefully change, or at least keeps us stagnated. It doesn't improve us at all. I can move a Mason over, and that should move us back into popular growth. Not quite. I'm trying to work out why that is. 0 growth per worker. So I need to work on happiness. And what's the issue why that's going low? Wages overseer. Can I increase wages? If I increase wages, would that help? Probably not. If I put some from the vineyard into the keep, that at least generates me some money. I'm not entirely sure why why we're slightly stagnating. Okay, now we're growing one per day because we've got something in the keep. Excellent, that'll do. Doesn't mean that we're struggling with wine, but that's something we can manage as time goes on. Xenon has become a rival of Naya. It's interesting, given that Naya is a child. Right, trade delegation ended successfully, excellent, but we've also had a failed marriage. The wedding between Gicanta and Xenon has been called off. House Cadbury failed to fulfill their responsibilities in arranging and paying for the proceedings. Well, you should have tried harder. House Canas is furious and vows that the incompetence of House Gabakri will be known by all of Calderia and will never be forgotten. So we need to get Xenon married to someone. We can send you off over there to get married to whoever that lady was. I need to work out how to do more military stuff. Ambiguous rules. Ambar meets Iona in a tavern at Verona, and they end up having a quarrel over the rules of a game of pearls after a round. How should she save her honour and avoid making the situation between the two families any worse? Should she walk away, or should she use sleight of hand? Or maybe Amber could try to convince Iona that she was playing by the old rules. Right, Iona's a better schemer. Diplomacy we're worse. Intrigue we're worse. I mean, there's some level of fate involved. We will try a mix of both. So, invent an incredible interpretation of the rules. Amber demonstrates new rules by organising the table of full mugs in a triangle formation. She then takes a set of pearls and starts to throw them into the mugs, while explaining that when a set of pearl lands into a mug, the opponent needs to drink it. When there are no drinks left to drink on either side, the other side will win the game. That's just beer pong. Iron takes the pearls as well, and they start playing mug pearls. That's definitely just beer pong. But I might be wrong. As far as I'm aware, that's just beer pong. Okay, I want to work on... Yes, raise an army. You can only raise an army when you're at war. Gotcha. Organise a feast. Organise a tournament, hunt, and assign a custodian. These are not implemented yet. We are still in the pre-early access beta here, which might be different from the one on Steam today, but as of tomorrow, the full game will be out. In the meantime, I'd love to find a way to actually declare war. Declare war, to vassalize, declare war to humiliate. Relation must be less than 40. How can I intentionally destroy Intentionally spread lies and rumours about their target house to worsen your own relations with them. Begin a slander campaign. Let's do that. Because I want to go to war with these guys if I can. And hopefully that will work. If I can make them like me even less, I can declare war just to humiliate them. Because that seems like a fun thing to do. I like the idea of humiliating someone, and that might lead us into other options going forward. Slander campaign. Your spy will begin to spread malicious rumours about House Honorati with the intention to purposefully harm the relations between House Canas and Honorati. This action will affect the public opinion of both sides and may even justify a declaration of war. The spy who starts the rumours will have to lay low until the investigations stop, I should say. Ridicule them publicly, undermine the power of their house, slander their ancestry and right of nobility. We've got a 100% success chance, so let's go for it. And we are not in good nick with each other, which I'm hoping means we can declare war to humiliate. House Canas is about to declare humiliation war against House Honorati. If victorious, House Canas has a lawful claim to declare war against the subordinate House Honorati. Houses that are equal in the feudal hierarchy may never receive this claim. War has been declared. We can ask to become someone's ally. Diplomacy. Demand support. Join your war campaign. Let's see if we can do that. Set this war here. I don't want to demand. I want to see if they'll come and help us. In the meantime, we need to raise our military. Raise an army. We will put... Ooh, who's the better military commander? We'll put in Barnaba. And click on the... And then we'll add in the city guard, the Polacks, the peasants, and the Shadiotti. We will raise pretty much all that we can. Although costs and upkeep we do need to be aware of. I think we will do that. That's the army. And I'm going to send them all the way over here. So the army will go on the move. A bad omen, however, has arrived. Xenon Canas has arrived at Verona to court Iona. On the day of his arrival, a black bird was found dead on Iona's windowsill. Iona sees this as a bad omen, and how should Xenon dispel such beliefs? Appeal to logic, assuring the omen is not about you, or make a favourable interpretation. We have better intrigue. We'll appeal to logic. Iona is still unsure about how she feels about the omen, but shares this with Xenon, and they have a long talk about it. Both agree their possible future should not be judged by a dead bird alone. Cool. Progress. But we are going to declare war. Ooh. How many of... So they've got Dazzle there, City Guard, and Polaxa. We've got more troops here than they do. So that's the plan. And I don't know if we can meet them en route. I'm guessing we will do. Looks like we're going to have a fight here. Demand war support. House Canas demands that House Villada joins their war campaign, and House Villada promises to join the war campaign. Our enemies will soon fall. Armies meet. Barnaba Canas' army of 8 and Dazzle's 4 units meet in and prepare to clash. Barnaba's army has the upper hand, but it is enough for victory. Okay, so we have a lot of infantry, so infantry units become faster. Units that win the battlefield become faster, and we don't have any archers. They've got infantry, so I'm going to say choose the river crossing and work with that. We can choose, I think, pretty much all these chaps here. Confirm. There's no turning back. Start the military conflict. Oh, there's 3 different fields to go with here. River crossing, I think we'll do pretty well on. We'll put Barnaba here, and then we'll work from there. Okay, let's get you moving in. I don't know where the rest of our soldiers are, to be honest. I might have got this completely wrong. I think I've definitely got this wrong. I don't know where the rest of our troops are. I thought I brought them in with me. Clearly I didn't. We've lost one flank. We've lost the forest flank. But we're doing better here in the middle. Keep pushing forward. Okay, we've lost that side as well, the river crossing. But this might be because we didn't bring in any friends with us. Where are all our friends? Rally the powerful troops. Yeah, keep pushing, come on, we got this. We may not have this, I don't know. We're doing well actually, we're managing to kill people here, this is good. But we've lost 2 of our flanks, but we're holding the centre, even with you by yourself. Rally the troops. Results. Okay. Oh, this is just the diplomacy one, I think. So we've got an effect. Units that win the battlefield become faster, but we have also had some losing effects as well. So did we win that or not? War weariness, we are at 47, they're at 61. Looks like we did better there. In terms of our armies, I think we've still got enough people here. It looks like we won that in general. We're gonna go forward here and keep pushing with our war. And see if we can do some good damage here. Oh, there's an army there, I'd like to chase them down if I can. Because I'd like to do this a little bit better than I did before. Oh, come back here, sir. Oh, that's 8v8. That might be a little bit tougher to deal with. Middle age. Spear is now middle age. There'll be destinations that are happy and some which are sad. But each of these will build up a better future than the past. Okay, let's go to our military. I can raise another army. But I'm not going to get much money. I'm already pretty low on money in general. Let's see if we can go do some raiding or something similar like that. An army led by Barnum Canas has marched at a saw owned by House Onorati. Saw is burning and workers are unable to continue production until the damage is undone. Excellent. We'll keep raiding. I imagine they're going to do the same down here. Okay, they're burning our mines. I think we probably want to try chase these guys down if we can. The mine is on fire. Not much we can do there. And a new child is born. Edelinda Canas has given birth to a new child. Wonderful. Of Tico. Wonderful. Let's see if we can catch up with these guys burning the mines, and I see if I can understand a little bit better what I need to do with this war. Speaking of which, how are we doing? So far we are losing, winning? It's kind of hard to tell. I don't think we want to sue for peace just yet, because I want to see if I can win this fight. It's 8v8, so it may not be effective, but we're going to see if we can chase these guys down. Problem is we're roughly kind of the same level. A day to the theatre. While there's a war going on, we're just going to keep going on our lovely dates. And I think we're going to do this one here. That went okay. And we keep pushing. Okay, Velardo's coming to help. Wonderful. I don't know if we can be able to catch up to these chaps down here. We've got some war negotiations. Joint negotiations. Okay, so some peace negotiations going on here between Canas and Onorati. It looks like we don't have a choice but to sue for peace here. We're going to keep going after them down the bottom, keep chasing them. Because I think we've got the superior force, I might be wrong there. And we're also out of grapes, which is bad. We've got a lot of wine for the time being, but soon it's going to change. Insufficient resources of metal ore. That is because our mine was destroyed, I believe. So we're going to need to get that repaired. A seed of doubt. Rieg decides to spend some time in his garden. Upon arriving at the small greenhouse, Rieg notices that something is amiss. Rieg swears quietly and looks at the small mysterious flower that's been planted in the middle of his orchid flower bed. Examine the whole greenhouse, because that feels like it could be like a poisonous thing. As Rieg investigates further, he discovers a piece of fabric resembling what the servants wear, confirming suspicions about the intruder's identity. The footprints around the flower bed suggest recent activity, and the freshly moved hemlock raises concerns. Rieg hastily departs the greenhouse to delve deeper into the investigation. He spends the remainder of the day meandering around the servants, tirelessly searching for clues as to who might be involved. Yet all efforts prove fruitless. He resolves to maintain vigilant watch over this matter, so he's worried and he's driven. Not ideal. Peace negotiations. Canas enters the court of the Honorati under banner of parley. House Canas has been victorious in the humiliation war, and has now come to claim their right to negotiate the peace terms with the Honorati family. The laws of the war dictate that the Honorati family must oblige, and thus negotiations for peace ensue. Okay, the lamentations of their women. Aha, the lamentations of their women. That's a warband reference, isn't it? I will cut off your head and hear the lamentations of your women. So, we can get war reparations, claim on title for 10 years, or lose spies. Okay, I'd like to get at least 2 of those, but this requires more diplomacy. So let's go for our counsellor, our comitatus, our accountant, and our confidant. In fact, let's bring all 6, we can do. This requires more work, one that I'm not very good at. You are going to go here. I don't care about the spies particularly, but I like war reparations. Mostly, though, I'd like to get a claim on your title. So I'm going to put most of you in here, and we're going to start moving. Move you forward, move you forward. It's a very complex way of doing negotiations. It's kind of a military fight in that way. You can move forward to there. Oh, no, never mind. You can move forward to there to help on this side. I don't mind about losing the spies, but I want the rest. Looks like our accountant isn't doing very well there. But we're doing better on this side. Okay, you can now push forward to here. And you push forward. No, you can't because you're still fighting. You push forward to here. Looks like we're going to win the war reparations pretty easily, I would say. But the other ones we might still have some issues with. Right, that's where the accountant is, I see. Let's get you up to there. If we can win the war reparations, that would also be useful. You can go up there. In the meantime, let's move you forward, and move you forward. Let's get this done. We've won the war reparations. Let's see if we can get the claim on the title for 10 years as well. Oh, we were nearly there. We're nearly there. We've lost the spies, but that's okay. I don't particularly mind that. You can go there, claim the title. Let's get this title claimed. We're getting there. Let's get you on the field should we need. That should be a win for the claim on title. Okay, so no spies are lost, but the loser pays war reparations to the winner. House Canas gains a title to hoist Honorati's titles. Wonderful. Can I now go straight to war? War cooldown of another... Yeah, okay, so war cooldown of 120 days. And we got a little bit of war reparations. Let's stand our military down, wherever it is. I'm also going to send marriage proposals so we can get on with that. Where is our military gone? Because I have a feeling they're all down here somewhere. Yes, let's send you home. I don't think we need you out on the field anymore. In the meantime, I need to focus on fixing the economy, I would say. So I'm just going to have a view here. I want to put someone back on the vineyard. We'll put someone back on the vineyard here. It does mean we're down to -3 a day. But we'll put Luana back into the farming overseer role. And that should help with them sort themselves out. We're now back to +5 a day. And in the keep we'll put Edelina to oversee that. And that should also help with our gold a little bit. And that should help our growth going forward. Excellent. I also need to fix my metal ore issue. There's not much we can build there for the time being. We don't really have much money, so we're going to need to wait for our money to come back. Well, I suspect some of that money we're getting from reparations received. Yeah, 2.8 per day. And as soon as our military returns home, that will also be useful to sort that out as well. In the meantime, let's speed up time and see what else happens. Marriage proposal. I'm going to try convince Iona to join House Canlas. And I will auto-resolve this with pretty much all the usual chaps. Auto-resolve. Okay, we need to arrange the wedding. Wonderful. It doesn't mean we actually need to sort it out. But first we have a life event. Barnaba Canas gaves over the fiefdom and feels empty. What is the purpose of cultivating and fighting over this paradise? He can't even concentrate on daily matters and is desperate to ease his mind. Who should Barnaba reach for help? Philosopher for wisdom or priestess for insight? Let's go for priestess. So Barnaba has become carefree and zealous. It's not ideal, but hey ho. Arrange the marriage. Arrange the wedding. There we go. I think we've got all that we need, so we'll get that sorted. And we will keep pushing. Ranks of Calderia. A herald has arrived from the capital to deliver a royal invitation for Luana Canlas. By decree of the Emperor beyond the sea, the sigil of Pramatos and of a bloodline immortal, third of his siblings and fifth of his name, Elias Palpatine? Not Palpatine, but Palatine the Generous. Official honorary ranks shall be bestowed on the Great Houses of Calderia as a token of gratitude for serving the realm and the crown. Viceroy Aim of House Pyrrho has departed to the Isle of Orsa to begin the preparations for the selection of these titles. Luana of House Canas is hereby summoned to the Isle of Orsa to represent their house and declare how they may best serve the crown. Wonderful, that sounds exciting, doesn't it? So the machinations of power are starting to work. But first of all, we have a wedding. House Canas has organised a wedding between Canas and Elarides in Gaudas province. You're invited to send a member of your house to take part in the invitation. Okay, wedding in 4, 3, 2, 1. Waiting for guests to arrive. Departure to the Isle of Orsa. Luana Canas has begun her journey to the Isle of Orsa to represent House Canas in the selection of ranks of Calderia. Off she goes then. And I hope she does well. She probably won't. But first, building bonds. Amber's servant informs her that Locad has business in town he'd like to meet. Amber thinks this would be a great opportunity to build bonds. How would Amber like to proceed to do that? Should she lavish Locad with gifts, challenge him with an all-night departing, or just spend some quality time together? We can buy the best pet you can find. Compare military. Oh, it's about the same. Friendly conversation, average relations and friendship status. Or economy, fate and payment. Let's do a pet. Locad is amazed when he is presented with a purebred, two-tailed, fluffy ferret in a gilded cage. Excellent. That works well. Rank selection, 76 days till that starts. And the wedding we're making good progress on. Send someone along. And we will make some good progress. Arrival to the Isle of Orsa, sorry, I should say. Your head of house has arrived at the Isle of Orsa and has to wait for the other heads of house to arrive. During this time, Luan has good opportunity to mingle with other families and improve relations. Okay, so people are starting to arrive there for their rank selection. Hopefully we can do well, but we're still quite a minor house. We're just a baroness. So I don't know how well we're going to do. The wedding between Canas and Elarides has begun. As per tradition, both brought a grapevine cutting from their homes to plant side by side. As the grapes mature, a wine will be made to them, and said that the taste will predict the future of the marriage. Okay, who else has become middle-aged? Rieg is now middle-aged, 36. Really? I suppose people lived less back in that day. But still. Okay, we've got Iona Candace on side now. We've got a lot of family members, actually, who could be doing something useful. Let's just go see if we can put some people in overseer roles. We'll put someone in the keep. I think we'll put Eolinda in the keep. Farming, we can put you in, because we're still struggling with growth somewhat. Masons, we'll put Zinon in. And then Iona, we can put you in as an overseer there. And put Rieg in that slot there. There we go, we're making some good progress now. And I think our mine has also recovered its strength, which is excellent. And now most people have got something useful to be getting on with. Ambiguous rules. Okay, let's do some more beer pong. Wonderful, more beer pong. Beer pong is clearly the medieval game to be playing. Who else is it also, just out of interest? Because I know I am. Well, that's probably something I can't actually see yet. Rank selection in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Setting ranks of Calderia. The time has come for all the noble houses to announce what title they'll be most eligible for. The selection will be conducted in order of hierarchy, so we're not going to do very well. We're just a lowly baron, or baroness I should say. We probably want to look at something diplomacy or intrigue-wise. Each noble house of Calderia will be eligible to compete for a title of their choosing, according to the level of their nobility. The selection will begin with ducal ranks, followed by committal ranks, and finally with baronial ranks. In order of the Viceroy's relation towards the houses. Viceroy's house will not claim any titles for themselves. Up to 4 houses may compete for the same title, and each of these titles have varying effects. All the relevant information can be seen next to each of their titles or from their respective tooltips. Okay, Court Schema. Your house is next. Select a title you want for competing by dragging your house crest on the left and dropping it on the title you wish to compete for. You can only choose the title from your own nobility level, and only 4 houses compete for the same title. Okay. Court Schema. That will give us +10 to attack and defense in social conflicts, and gains the reputation Gossiper. Captain of Refinement. Profession upgrades are cheaper. Major Domo of the Court. Herald of Goodwill. Captain of Logistics, or Herald of Goodwill. I'd like Court Schema or Court Librarian, to be honest, so I'm going to go for Court Schema. I can only go for 1 though. 162 there. I could try for this one here. I'd be better off at 191. And let's just see if there's anywhere I'd be better at. 180, 163, 164 Major Domo, 171. Let's try for Herald of Goodwill, shall we? Oh, we're okay for the time being. There's a lot of barons to choose, though. I think we might get the Herald of Goodwill if we're lucky. All houses have now selected the title they wish to compete for. The skills of your head of house and various actions increase your standing amongst your rivals. You may also ask for the support of other houses in your claim to the title, if they are of an equal or higher nobility level than you. The Viceroy will only voice their support at the rank election event. You have 1 year to prove your worth to the claim of your title. You may always refer to the specific details of the title of your choosing for the ranks of the Calderia submenu. Okay, right now we're doing pretty well. But also we have a wedding. House Cabero is organising a wedding between Cabero and Bernabe. That's not something we particularly care about, but that's okay. We have a year to prove this. Are you coming back now? I think you are. Another wedding. That's not a wedding we particularly care about. We will probably send a delegation just so that it looks like we care, even if we don't particularly. We seem to be having a lot of rivalries internally within the house, but we're still doing okay, I would say. In terms of buildings, is there anything we can focus on? Irrigation, getting more wine, more grapes up and running. I would say that's worthwhile doing, although that is going to slow production down for the time being. But I'd say that's worth it. A Seed of Doubt. Examine the whole greenhouse. There's some more mysterious intruders. Planting Hemlock down, so we do need to be a little bit careful about that. We'll go for Peacemakers here, because that will help with our population growth, I would hope. Herald of Goodwill, I am not in the lead. Looks like some other people are winning at the moment. We need to probably work on some more professions, as well as our diplomacy and economy. So basically the better we can do within our own barony is probably the best way forward. I wonder if we can build multiple things at the same time. That will lower our economy, because we do have other buildings under construction. I'm guessing we can probably only build one at a time. It seems that way. Okay, in the meantime, let's get time ticking along. How's our population doing now? We are now moving in the right direction. It's a little bit slow in terms of growth, but we are at least growing in the right direction. I'd say that's a good thing. because that's a very good thing indeed. But I think we will leave it there. This here has been Houses of Calderia, and I've really enjoyed my time with this, and I may well come back for this for a full series. There's a lot of things I like. There's a few things I think that could be changed. I think slight optimization in terms of the second speed, 2 times speed, could work a little bit better. But I like the social kind of conflicts when you have to arrange weddings and so forth. And we conducted a successful war, so that was pretty cool. We just managed to humiliate the people next door, and over time I think we could turn that into an actual military conflict where we might be able to take over some land, although they are part of a different duchy, so that may not be a possibility. We might need to have targeted someone down here. But we were successful with war. So yeah, there's a lot I really like, and this may well return for a full series in the future. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.